Is this thing on? Hey everyone, it's Tina from There Was That One Time, and I'm so thrilled to be back after such a long hiatus. I've missed connecting with you all and sharing stories that resonate on a deeper level. Today, I'm excited to introduce a brand new episode that delves into the intricate dynamics of family and trust, two elements that play a crucial role in all of our lives and relationships. Anyway, the video is designed to spark reflection and discussion about the bonds that we share with our loved ones. And I truly hope that you enjoy this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it. I'd love to hear from you, so hit me up in the comments and let me know where you're tuning in from. So without further delay, let's get into the video.
Hey everyone! Today I want to share a story that has really stuck with me. It's about a decision I made a few years ago involving my son and a night he spent at my sister's house. So, picture this. My son was 6 years old and absolutely adored his cousin. They were inseparable whenever they got the chance to hang out. One weekend, I was planning a trip out of town. My son begged me to let him stay over at my sister's house instead. He really wanted to spend the night with his favorite cousin. I was hesitant, but he pleaded, and honestly, who can resist those puppy dog eyes? Both my sister and my dad chimed in too, assuring me it would be fine. My friends thought it was a good idea as well, so after a lot of persuasion, I reluctantly agreed. I mean, what could go wrong, right? It's family after all. Fast forward to that night. I was out of town, trying to enjoy my time away, but still feeling a bit uneasy. Then, around 10 p.m., I got a phone call from my dad. My heart sank as I answered. He told me that my sister had kicked my son out of her house. Kicked out. My 6-year-old son. I was shocked, confused, and furious all at once. In a state of panic, I asked my dad, "Where is he? Is he okay?" My dad told me that my son had walked almost a mile in the dark from my sister's house to his house. Just imagine that for a second. A little boy alone, walking a mile at night. I felt a mix of guilt and anger. I couldn't believe I had let this happen. I had trusted my sister, but she had let him down in the most terrifying way possible. I immediately called my sister to understand what had happened. But honestly, there was no excuse that could justify her actions. That night changed a lot of things for me. It made me realize the importance of trusting my instincts as a parent and not being swayed by others, even if they're family. It also taught me the value of setting boundaries and ensuring my child's safety above all else. I hope none of you ever have to go through something like this. Always make sure your kids are in safe environments and never hesitate to follow your gut feelings. It's better to be cautious than to face a regret like mine. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've had similar experiences or thoughts, feel free to share them in the comments. Let's support each other in keeping our kids safe. Take care, everyone.
1 week from today, I'm going to share a video with you about a family who experienced family betrayal. A little boy about 11 years old. His father and his mother took him over to his cousin's house. His cousins were about 17, 18, a whole lot older than him, a whole lot bigger than him. And he took his PlayStation 5 over there. He was so excited. He wanted to game with them online. He wanted to visit with his grandmother. He wanted to visit with his aunt. What the little boy and his parents did not know is that those relatives harbored resentment and jealousy for that little boy because he was so successful, because he was a happy spirit, because he had a PlayStation 5 and they did not. They were jealous and envious, which put that little boy in an unsafe environment, and nobody was aware. Nobody knew what would happen. That little boy ended up in the hospital. He even ended up being arrested. And if you're interested in learning more about that story, check us out next week this time. In any event, I just want to follow up before I end this video with a couple of tips on how to protect your child when you're dealing with toxic family members.
Navigating family drama while protecting your child? You're not alone. First, trust your gut. If a relative gives you bad vibes, it's okay to keep your distance. Your child's safety comes first. Next, set clear boundaries. Let your family know what's acceptable and what's not. If they can't respect your rules, It's okay to limit contact. Always be a good listener. Encourage your child to talk about their feelings. If they're uncomfortable around someone, take it seriously. Teach your child to say no. Empower them to speak up if they feel uneasy. This builds confidence and helps them understand their own boundaries. Lastly, don't be afraid to seek help. Talk to a counselor or join a support group. You're not alone in this journey. Remember, protecting your child is your top priority. It's okay to put their well-being above family expectations. Stay strong, parent warriors.